you. Okay. So yeah,
Pranayama.
so pranayama is always being designed to be at the beginning of a class because it's the way that you get more oxygen into the bloodstream. You get your focus connected to your intentions or your opening, and that's where you should put it in general, unless you're doing a whole class of pranayama. Then you would warm up the body. How long does it take to warm up the body? Does anybody know, Vicky?
Depends on what class you're teaching. 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Do you say less than 10 minutes in any class?
Not really, no.
Oh yeah. So I learned that the body does not start to get any sort of serotonin until 15 minutes. And all your synovial joints, your buttery sticky joints, won't start moving until 15 minutes as well, properly. So you're probably prone to injury if you do it before, if you start pushing yourself before. That's why when we start the sun salutes, when we do our sun salutes on the mat, we never really push them until we get really stuck in, probably on number 5. 15 minutes really is the goal. Yeah, so that's something just to log there, just to make sure. So, and you don't, because you will go to a class and someone will try and push you too far too soon, and then you're going to get injured. So just don't let them do that to you. Just make sure that, just like, they'll just look at them funny and go, I'm not doing that.
I'll remind you of that next time.
You always look at me funny.
I know. I'm like, what are you giving me now?
What are you doing? I love you, Vicky.
Oh, I love you too, sir.
Okay, so then you go into your asana or your flows, and then you have your meditation and your closing. I mean, it's really simple, isn't it? Really simple. But these are the blocks that we can put our plans into. Has anybody got any questions? Does that make it more simple for you, Brands?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, what last week we decided to design some asana, didn't we? So, we did. I've never used this before. It's quite exciting. Or a whiteboard. So yeah, so we decided to do asana. Just checking I want text. I don't want that. Right. So what sort of things did you come up with in your asanas? Let's just go through it. Claire, what did you come up with? Or do you want to hold what you did? Let's come up with something new together, because maybe let's keep a surprise what you've designed. Okay. Let's come up with a group flow now. 15 minutes. Let's imagine that we've already done our opening, our pranayama and our warm-ups, and now we're moving into our practice. What in that order, what let's choose a challenge position that we're going to work towards. So think of a hard yoga posture you want to do. Dancer, right. So we're going to do a 15-minute flow going towards dancer. So normally with these, so this is another way of planning. So we have the central point is the dancer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start thinking what postures around dancer will help dancer. So what do you need to do when you do dancer? What do you need to stretch?
Hip openers.
Hip openers. So what hip opener postures can we think of?
And pigeon.
Pigeon. Okay. Do we go straight into pigeon, or do we do something before pigeon, do we think?
Do something before pigeon.
What would we do before pigeon? I think? Should we do a dog? Should we just start with a dog? We're going round in our circle at the moment. Dog, and then
Definitely be doing lots of cobras and upward facing dogs. Definitely.
Bending. Do you do lunges?
I'm
Okay.
putting them in. Yes, lunges, cobras. Upward facing.
Some cat and cows.
Yeah.
Something involving balance. So
Mm.
either, well, anything involving balance, really.
Tree.
So,
What sort of
tree,
balances do we do then? Just do a lot. Look at that. Really
Half-
excited.
Half
Right,
moon.
Carol. What half moon?
Yeah.
What else? What other balances?
Could start off quite small with a like a bird dog type balance.
A what dog?
A bird dog.
I don't know what that is, but how exciting.
it's an all fours, opposite
All fours.
arm, opposite leg.
You mean that?
But it's sort of like Superman, but it's on, it's
Oh,
kind of in a bit more of a kind of slidey side, that plank.
you taught me something. I don't know, bird dog.
Must have a proper name.
No, it ain't.
Or does it not?
Is he?
I don't think so.
Bird
I've
dog.
always ever heard it called bird dog.
Oh, we've got cat cow. We
Cat.
need a bird dog.
Well, we do. We do. What other postures can we add to that?
You could stick a bridge in there, couldn't you? Some kind of bridge.
Is that before dancer or after?
Yes,
Before dancer. Okay.
maybe.
I'd have to organise this a little bit better. Bridge. So okay.
Not a horrible bridge, a nice preparatory bridge.
Nice bridge.
Warm
So
up the back.
okay, so we're going to start in, let's have a look. So we've got dog here. Oh, we missed out a warrior, haven't we? We said a warrior, didn't we?
Yeah.
Brenda said lunges, didn't you, Brenda?
She said lunges.
Same, innit? She meant warrior, didn't you, Brenda?
meant lunches.
I was trying then, Brenda, I was trying.
Go with her. Go with her. Right, lunges, warrior. Was it dog and cobra here or where? So I'm going around in a circle now. So watch the arrow. So it's going to start at dog and it's going to move right round until it gets to dancer. So I need to sort of like get it a bit more. If I was doing this on pen and paper, I'd do it like on the spokes of a wheel. Cobra. Jizz. Warrior. Pigeon. Bridge. Balances. Oh, where does cat cow go?
Somewhere at the beginning, I would say.
From dog to dog. And then we could go into dancer, could we? Let me turn you around, please. Okay. And then to dancer. So does that make sense how you plan that? Yeah. So I love that. Although the art could be a bit better. But it gives the idea that you have your challenge pose and then you just build around that. Okay, right. Are we ready to practice then? Just share that to the group. Don't know why I'm sharing. Don't need to share it. Okay. Right, so off we go. Right, so we're going to do a little warm up. And then we're going to do Claire and Vicky's 15 minutes. And then we'll do a little bit of Ashtanga. And then we'll come back to our and then we're going to do some we're going to do some more postures. I'm just thinking about what homework I gave you last week and whether we want to do any more. We're going to do some more postures and then we're going to do the Upanishads I think we'll do the Upanishads before we do the more postures, because I think we need to get into more philosophy this week. Yeah, chilling out.
So Sebs, the flows that you wanted us to do, did you want them to be primary series Ashtanga flows, or were they just flows?
It was a bit free form. It was like whatever you wanted, really.
I followed the Ashtangari primary and standing. I used ones from that because that's what I thought, but it's fine.
That's fine.
Me too. But now I
have-
feel better because if I go off on one, it's fine.
I have another challenge for next week for the 15th. Do you think you could do another flow for next week?
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it after we've done this, shall we? Right, off we go. We're just gonna do this. So pop to your mats. I've just got to move the dog out the way.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Come on, Rosebud. Right. So let's start with our sun salutes. Gentle sun salutes. Okay. So who would like to be the first to be a sun saluter?
Silence.
Sorry?
Silence.
Silence. Okay, I'm going to send this to Brenz. Brenz, can you do the first sun salute? Sorry, 3.
So, having to stand at the front of your mat in mountain pose. Inhale, lifting your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, stepping back to plank and lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Take 5 breaths here. Spread your fingers and feel your hands pushing down into the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky. Ground down through your feet. Breathe. On your next exhale, look forward and walk your hands to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up all the way up with your arms overhead. Exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, lifting arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to plank and lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Take 5 breaths here. Spread your fingers, relax your neck. Engage Mula Bandha. Tighten your knee. With the hips up to the sky. Breathe. On your next exhale, look up and walk your hands to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, lifting your hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the side. Inhale, lifting arms up. Look up to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your head to your knee. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, stepping back into plank and lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your chest. Exhale, downward facing. Take 5 breaths here. Engage Mula Bandha. Ground your heels down into the earth. Lift your hips up to the sky. Relax your neck. Breathe. On your next exhale, look up. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the sides.
Brilliant. Okay, Claire, do you want to do 2 Surya Namaskar-A's?
Yes. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank and lower down to the floor. Inhale up by the cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And stay here for 5 breaths. Loosen up the neck, nod yes, shake no. Press into the palms and the fingers. Lift up through the hips, from the chest towards the thighs. And the next inhale, look forward to the hands. Either step or hop yourself to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale to stand all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, arms down by your side. And again, inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold down to the floor. Inhale, lift up to a flat back, halfway rise. Exhale, hands to the floor and step back to a high plank. And then lower to the knees or chaturanga down. Inhale up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take 5 breaths here. Focus on that breath going in and out. Lift it through the hips, engage the Mula Bandha. Inhale to look forward, and make your way to the top of the mat. And up to a flat back, halfway rise. Exhale to forward fold. And then inhale to stand all the way back up. Arms reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms down by your sides again.
Brilliant. Helen, do you want to have a go? Want to try 2?
Do you mind if I don't this time? I'm not quite prepared enough, sorry.
Just listen to what they do and then think about doing it next week.
Yeah, I will do.
Good for you. Well done. Okay, Vicky,
There's another A.
let's have a B.
Okay, okay.
All
Have a
right.
B, please, Bob.
What was that?
Have a B, please, Bob.
How many B's would you like, Sophie?
Don't make this. I did say 2, but now I want 3.
I'm going Claire.
Sorry.
Okay. Inhale, arms up, soften through the knees, extend the chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step your feet back, lowering down. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot, step the right one through the middle of the hands. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, fold it down. Dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pivot the right foot, step forward with the left. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, fold it down. Take the foot back, drop it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog here for 5 breaths. The weight through the full of the palms, spread the fingers, nod the head, little shake. Hips are high, low band are engaged, heels pressed down towards the floor. Use your dry breath. 2 breaths to go. Inhale, look forward, hop or step the feet back up towards the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, soften the knees, arms up, back to Katasana. Exhale, stand up, arms back to the side. Why does the cat only want to come in here when I'm doing something useful? In, you hear it? Inhale, soften the knees down to chest. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump the feet back, dropping down. Inhale, up facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot, step through with the right. Inhale, warrior 1. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Dropping it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down facing dog. Pivot the right foot, step forward with the left. Inhale, warrior 1. Eyes up, strong arms. Exhale, fold it down. Take the foot back, drop it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. See this time if you can lift the hips a little higher. Soften the knees, raise the heels, push the hips up to the sky. Sink into the shoulders before you extend the legs and push the heels down. 2 more breaths here. Tighten tummy, keep more band engaged. Be aware of where the weight is underneath your hands. Inhale, stop, step up, the feet back up towards the hands, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold, soften through the knees. Inhale, hands touch. Exhale, stand up tall, bring the arms back down to the side. Let's go again. Inhale, soften the knees. Fingers touch at the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, hop those feet back, dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot, step through with the right. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold down. Step the foot back, dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pivot the right foot, step through with the left. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold it down. Dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 5 breaths here. Spread the fingers. Weight length through the legs. Engage the thighs. Sinking between the shoulder blades. Check the head is relaxed. Keep length through the spine. 2 breaths. Inhale, look forward, step or hop the feet, halfway rise. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, inhale up to down. Exhale, stand up tall, bring the arms to the side.
Wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to pin. Who am I pinning? Who wants to go first with the flow?
I don't mind going first.
Go for it, Claire.
Get it out of the way. Okie dokie. So standing at the top of the mat, first position is going to be Padangusthasana. So inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale into a forward fold. Using the 2 first fingers, grab hold of your big toes. I'm going to inhale up to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down over, bringing the arms out to the side like elephant ears. Inhale up to a flat back again. Exhale, forward fold, bringing the arms out to the side again. So your elbows are pointing to either side of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Release your fingers from your toes. And we're going to rise up into Utkatasana, chair pose. So bent knees, tailbones tucked under, arms either side of your ears, gazing up towards your hands. Inhale in, exhale back down to a forward fold, and we're going to step back for a vinyasa. So legs back to plank, either knees and chest or chaturanga. Down we go. Inhale up to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And from here, bring your left leg forward between your hands. Keeping the front knee bent, back leg straight, toes facing forward. We're going to rise up the Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Inhale, arms up over our heads. We're going to have our front knee in a bent position, knee over ankle. Be able to peep over there to see the toes. Going to breathe here for 4 more breaths. If you can, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep that back leg straight, lifting up through your kneecaps. Warrior one, we're going to open up to warrior two. So open up the arms parallel with the floor. Keep the front knee bent. Back leg is continuing to be straight, but the toes are angled out now. It's about a 45-degree angle. Breathe here for 5. The arms are in a nice T, so check back along your back arm, make sure it's in line with your front arm, and then your gaze is out towards your left hand middle finger. After the next breath, we're going to move into Parsvakonasana, so extended side angle. So we're going to bring our left forearm to our left knee, and then the right arm is going to drop down to rise up, to leave it in line with our right leg. So in one long line, our right arm and our right leg. Again, our front knee is bent, trying to aim for a nice 90-degree angle. Gaze up towards that right middle finger. After the next exhale, bring the arm down. We're going to step back up to the front of the mat, foot with Sukhasana, chair pose. So bent knees, arms up around either side of the ears, tailbone tucked under. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And then do a quick vinyasa. So step back to a high plank. Lower down to the floor. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to step forward with our right foot and repeat all that on our right leg. So lifting up to warrior one. Front knees bent, back leg is straight, toes facing forward. Arms reaching up overhead. Focus on that breath. Two more breaths. And then open up the arms to warrior two. The arms are now parallel with the floor. Our left toes are facing the side of the mat, and our right toes are facing forward, the bent knee, and a straight left leg. I'll do two more breaths. Gazing out along the right arm, past the right middle finger. We bring our right forearm to our right knee. Left arm is going to go down and rise up. Staying at a nice angle in line with our left leg. Open up the chest. Your ears away from your shoulders, or shoulders away from your ears. If you can, gaze up to the left middle finger. And when we're ready, bring the arms down to frame that right foot. Gonna step back, lower down to the ground, and exhale. Inhale up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then we're going to step through with the left foot. So the left foot comes up between the two hands. And we're going to lift up with straight legs to Trikonasana. So our left foot is facing forward. Right foot is slightly turned out to the side. Left heel in line with our right arch. I'm going to bring the arms up to shoulder height. Now inhale, we're going to lower the left hand towards the left shin. And then rotate the torso, keeping the shoulders broad and the neck long. Our right arm is up towards the ceiling. So our arms are in a nice T shape. And take your gaze up towards your right middle finger. Staying engaged through the legs, lifting up to the kneecaps. Engage through the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, lifting up from the pelvic floor. Next inhale, slightly bend the front leg and rise on up to standing, keeping our arms at shoulder height, legs straight. We're going to into Paravita Trikonasana, revolve side angle. So we're going to square the hips to the left and take the arms around like a windmill. So they're going to rotate over and bring both hands to the left shin. And then from here, if you want to use a block, which I'm going to, you can then place the right hand on the block or keep it on the shin or the floor. And then rotate the torso to open up the arms. The left arm is reaching up towards the sky. Depending on your balance, you either keep your gaze down to the floor, or if you're really cool, you can look up towards your left hand. I'm not cool. And stay here for 5 breaths. A tricky pose, so it's nice to focus on that breathing. Breathing in and out. One more breath. Lower that arm back down. Get rid of your block if you're using that. Bring the arms either side of the foot. And from there, step back. Vinyasa. Lower down to the ground. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Downward face, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we'll step through with our right foot. That's going to come forward between our hands. And we'll repeat the 2 poses we've done. So from here, I'm going to lift up to straight-legged position. Feet about legs width apart. So your right foot's facing forward. The left foot is slightly turned in and your right heel is in line with your left arch. And bring the arms up to shoulder height. Inhale in. Exhale, going to tilt over so that the right arm comes down towards the right shin this time. And then we open up through the torso, rotate open. And our left arm is driving up towards the ceiling, lifting us. Inhale, exhale. Gaze up towards the left middle finger now. Stay nice and straight in those legs if possible. If you need a block, you're more than welcome to have one. I'm going to have one. Next, inhale, just bend the leg, front leg slightly, and lift yourself up. With the core engaged. Back up to standing with our arms still in our T position. And then we're going to square our hips to the right leg. And the arms are going to windmill over again, bringing both arms down towards your right shin. And again, you can stay here. Or you can put your hand on the floor or grab a block. And then we're going to rotate the torso to the right and open up the arms into our T position. Taking the gaze to the right hand, or you can keep gazing down for extra balance. Try to keep the hips fairly even. Keeping the shoulders open. Shoulders away from the ears. And bring that right arm back down. Bend the knee slightly. And then we're going to, what are we going to do next? Then we're going to step to the front of the mat and take a seat. Bring the legs out straight in front of us for Pavottasana. Bring the hands behind you, facing forward, fingers facing forward, about 8 inches or so. Going to open up through the chest, press down into the heels and the hands. With our next inhale, we're going to lift through the hips and point through the toes. You can keep your head in an upright position, or if you're able to drop your head back, you're more than welcome to. So I'm going to breathe through this and keep the hips lifted, legs are very engaged, feet are engaged, pointing down, chest is open, and exhale, lower down to the floor. And then I'm going to move into Marichyasana C. So I'm going to keep the right leg straight, bend the left leg, so the left foot is on the floor near my knee. Bring my left hand behind me, and inhale, lift the right arm up, lengthen through to the spine, and then exhale, bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist towards the left hand. So every time we breathe in, we're going to lengthen, and every time we exhale, try and move around just a little bit more, but only go as far as comfortable. So I'm pressing with my right elbow against my left knee for a bit of traction. My right leg is engaged, my right kneecap is lifted, and my right toes are gently flexed. To get out of the position, I'm going to inhale and bring the head to face forward, and then unravel ourselves. Exhale, legs back out straight. Inhale, bend the right knee in. Left leg is out straight. Right arm is going to be placed behind us. Inhale, reach up with that left arm. And then exhale, bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. And then we're going to lift with our inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to turn and open up towards the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to turn. Again, only going as far as comfortable. Never take it too far, that it causes any kind of pain. So your spine is nice and elongated and long, nice and straight. Inhale to look forward, and exhale to unravel, and the legs out straight. The end.
Wow, well done, Claire. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Well done. Ah,
I am
What-
glad.
what a mountain you travelled then. That was well, it was super. Right, let me just go to Victoria. Here she is. Oh, about this time, Sophie's autopilot's trying to come in again. Who is that? I think it's me. But
I think
anyway,
it's an alternative universe, you.
I don't need any more alternative me's. But a lot of those. Right, off you go.
I don't think I've got quite enough exercises now, Claire.
I think mine, I had to cut loads out. I was going way too long when I did it the first time.
You've gone long, I've gone short.
That works then, doesn't it? We're equal now.
Beautifully. Okay, let's go. Well, we might as well start here. We'll start here. Whilst we're here. And I can't remember what it's called, but I'm going to do it because we're sat here. So fingers facing forward, underneath your bottom. Nice strong legs, gently flex toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Press into the hands, keeping the chest open. Breathing here, 5 breaths. Have pelvic floor engaged. So Mulabandha pull up, pressing into the hands, strong through the legs, thighs engaged. One more breath. And inhale, release, arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Let's mess with my order a little bit because we're sitting here already. So let's go to Janusasana. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right foot in towards the inner thigh and bring it up towards the groin. If it doesn't go all the way up, you can put it on the middle of the thigh instead. Just A, by the way. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Take your gaze to the horizon. And exhale, forward fold to find a position that you can reach. So either down onto your shin or reaching forward and taking hold of the underside of your left foot, using the strap if you need to. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, down. 5 breaths here. Each time you inhale, try and create a little length. As you exhale, take it a little deeper into the stretch. Drishtis the toes. Looking forward. Next, inhale, lift the head and lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the position and release them straighten both legs. From here, before we switch to the other side, we're going to take a little vinyasa. So bring the legs up, cross them over, hopping through if you can. This is as good as I can get. Take it forwards onto the hands, chaturanga, dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then walk your feet or jump your feet, pressing forward. So bringing the shoulders forwards of the hands, trying to take the legs all the way through, or landing on your bottom with control and coming back down to the mat to repeat on the other side. So inhale, exhale, bring the left foot in towards the hip, bringing the foot up towards the pelvis or a little bit further down if you need it. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, leading with the chest, taking it forwards down towards your right foot, taking hold either underneath the foot or using the strap or placing the hands onto your shin. Inhale up to the horizon. Exhale, folding forward, keeping length through the spine. Drishti again as the toes. Try and keep the elbows off the floor. With each out breath, try and take it a little deeper into the stretch. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, release the legs. Straighten both legs. Inhale. Exhale, cross the legs over. Round we go, vinyasa, dropping down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards, jump or hop the feet in through towards your hands halfway down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, soften through the knees if you need to, because your back hurts. Arms to the sky. Exhale, bring it down. Moving into Padangusthana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for your big toes with your 2 forefingers and thumb. Elbows out to the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Draw up on the knees, strong through the legs. Elbows remain out to the side like little elephant ears. Keep length through the spine. Relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift, look up to the horizon. Exhale, moving into whatever that say that word is. Hadahastasana. Thank you. Lift up the feet, place your palms underneath your feet. Not too hard. Transfer some of the weight forwards a little bit into the hands. Inhale, rise, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold back down. Play around with your balance a little here. Pressing some of the weight forward, but not too much so you don't tipple over. Relax through the head. Keep strong through the legs. Engage the thighs. Pelvic floor up. Try and breathe into the back of the ribs. Dry a breath, sinking into the stretch further. On your next inhale, release the hands. Halfway lift, soften through the knees. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands down to the side to mountain pose. Moving into Utthita Prashanasana. Keeping the right foot forward, step back with the left. Turn so you've got right foot facing towards the front of the mat and your left foot facing at 90-degree angle. Kick out the heel just a little bit. Keep your hips facing forwards. And inhale, arms go up. Exhale, bend through the right knee. So you're trying to create a right angle at your knee joint. You can extend your stride a little bit further if you want to, if you feel comfortable, getting as wide as you can. Make sure you're pushing out on your right knee so that it stays in line with your ankle. Inhale, exhale, drop your right forearm onto your right knee and press down into the stretch. Left arm swinging under and up. And looking at your middle finger. Release the toes a little bit on your right foot. So lift them up so the weight spread evenly between the foot, but you're not pressing into the toes or grabbing with your toes. Great length through the legs, right up to your middle finger of the left hand. If you would like to take this further, you can either use a block or you can drop your right hand down towards the floor on the outside of your right foot, creating a much, much bigger angle, or smaller angle, actually, I suppose. 5 breaths here. Inhale, press into the right foot, lifting up. We're going to Paravrita Prashanasana. When you're ready, soften the right knee again. This time we're going to spiral round with the left hand, rotate the hips over the front leg, and taking the left arm onto the right thigh. Ooh. Lifting the right arm up towards the sky, looking either forwards or up at that right hand. Press into the right knee. 5 breaths. Yeah. And your next inhale, press into the right foot, raising up, rotating all the way back round again. Rotate your right foot inwards and your left foot outwards. And we're going to do the other side, shoulders down. Bend into the left knee, trying to keep it no further than in line with your ankle. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left forearm onto the left knee. Scoop the right arm underneath and up, creating a lovely big angle. Release the toes on the front foot, on your left foot, eyes looking at your middle finger of the right hand. If you would like to take it further, drop it down so that your left hand's on the outside of your left foot. Nice big stretch from the right fingers down to the right ankle. One more breath. Your next inhale, press into the left foot, lifting up, moving into Parashakanasa. Soften through the knee again, spiraling round with your arms, dropping your right arm onto the left knee, rotating to look behind you, pressing into the knee, left arm up towards the sky, gaze either forwards or up towards the ceiling, or your middle finger. About get there, no chance. 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, tighten up Mula Bandha, pelvic floor comes up, rotating round to centre. Bring your hands to your hips and step your left foot to the front of your mat to meet the right. Okay, going to face forwards. We're going to try Utthita Hasta Padangpadagas. I have such trouble with that word. This one, we're going to do this one, the balancy one. So transfer your weight to your left foot. And we're going to start by raising up the right foot. So get your balance first of all. Have a little play with it. Make sure you're not gripping on with your toes. Mula Bandha and Chaturanga engaged. Find your balance. Reaching for your toes with your right hand. Lifting up into a balance. Legs straight in front. If you can't keep the legs straight in front, you can use a strap. Or you can use your hands on your leg to support it. Holding here. We're going to stick our left hand onto our left hip. Going from here, we're going to take it out into B. Take the leg round to the side, using the strap if you need to. Let's have Mula Bandha engaged, tall, strong through the supporting leg. Shoulders down, looking, if you can, you can't see my head, you can, looking over your left shoulder. I find this really difficult. Inhale. And exhale, release that side. Change sides. Transfer the weight across to your right foot. Engage Mula Bandha, tummy in nice and tight. Inhale, exhale, lift the leg. Your left leg. And then when you're ready, reach for it using 2 hands at the side of your calf or behind your knee or on your toes if you can get there. Can't stand on this leg today. Breathe here. Use the strap on the side. Use the strap. Looking at your toes. Or the nose, I can't remember which, sorry. Strong through your supporting right leg. Mula Bandha engaged. Hand to the hip on the right side. Take the left foot out to the side into B. Looking over the right shoulder if you can. Breathe here. Opening out through the hips. Keep strong through the supporting leg. Inhale and release. We're going to take a vinyasa here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, just to release the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop the feet back, dropping down towards the mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale and jump or step the feet back through the middle of the hands to come to our bottom. And down onto your butt, we're going to do Navasana. Boat pose. So, sitting up nice and tall. Lift and extend through your spine. Lift and extend the chest. So, open the chest. Taking your hands underneath the back of your knees or down by your calves. On your next inhale, lift the legs, straighten them. If you need to keep them bent, you can try and keep the legs parallel to the floor. Create length through the spine, shoulders are down. Inhale, exhale, 5 breaths. Trying to get it so that your head's in line with your feet. Arms parallel to the floor. Shaking. Keep long through the spine. On your next inhale, release. Exhale, push down into your hands, lift your bottom. And we're going to repeat it again. Inhale, lift the legs. Engage pelvic floor. Engage tummy. Use your tummy to help support your lower back. Use your hands if you need them. Keep lengthening, lifting through the chest. Strong, long legs. Engage the thighs. Open the chest. On your next inhale, lower the legs. And exhale to release. And relax. Is that 15 minutes?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well done, Vicky.
18 minutes. Well done. That was fabulous. Ah, that's lovely. Let's just do a little bit of finishing. So let's pop into short. Well done, Vic. That was honestly amazing.
Thanks.
I love this. I love this. Right. So can we go into shoulder stand, guys? So rocking back now. We're going to take 25 breaths in shoulder stand. So bringing the knees into the body, and let's just rock up. Bring the head tucked into the body, hands to the bottom, and up we go. Bring the feet over the legs, moving into plow. And then just come out one vertebra at a time. Bring the hands underneath the bottom, crossing the legs and bring the head up so the chin points up to the ceiling. If you feel dizzy at any point, come out. I think this group's okay with their necks. Deepen the breath. Turn it into a nice deep Ujjayi breath. Deepen that breath. And let's just relax those legs now, gently coming out, lifting up the knees, removing the hands, and let's turn into a Shavasana, which is what we've been aiming to do. So come down to Shavasana, 2 bottom feet, bottom corners of the mat, open up the palms, as opposed to your other 2 feet, which is somewhere else. Deepen the breath. Open up your palms, make sure you're nice and warm. Yes. Follow the breath in and out of the nose. Just take us on a quick yoga nidra. Okay, relaxing thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, left arm, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, back of the hand, palm of the hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, the whole shoulder girdle, across the chest, into the tummy, across the hips, down the right leg, right thigh, right knee. Relax the shin, relax the right ankle, top of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, bottom of the right foot, back of the right heel, right shin, back of the right shin, calf, back of the right knee, hamstrings, right buttock, left leg, left hip, top of the left leg, knee, shin, left ankle, top of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, bottom of the left foot, back of the left leg, left calf, back of the left knee, back of the hamstring, buttocks, the whole of the spine, relaxing the whole of the spine into the mat like a ring. Each vertebra is like a ring. You've got like a ring of bones relaxing into the floor one by one, up to the top of the neck. Relax the top of the neck, back of the head, the hair on your head, top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eyelid, left eyelid, the right eye, left eye, right eye socket, left eye socket, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, tongue, teeth, neck. Breathe. The whole body is relaxed into the floor. In your mind's eye, in the space between the eyebrows, see a candle flickering and focus on the flame. One minute now. Try to have no thoughts stay in between the conscious and the subconscious. No waking, no sleeping. Right in the middle. Every time you get a thought, let it float away. Simply watch the candle. 1 minute now. Okay, now come back to the mat, backs of the arms, shoulders, hips touching the mat. And here we'll plant our Sankalpa. Say it to yourself 3 times, something you want to do. And then bring the knees into the body. Gently rock up to sitting. Namaste. Wonderful. Have a little drink, everyone. We're well hydrated. So, now let's give ourselves a few minutes to get ourselves settled, and then we'll go back up to our learning portal. We have different portals in our own rooms as well. So we'll go up to the sitting area. If the cat will move for me.
Would you like a really wet cat?
Oh.
Just see what she thinks.
She's
She
been
is
watching.
hailing. Could you hear the rain?
Yes.
It's literally hailing outside, and she just came in the middle of Shavasana, and she's so wet. See, that's a sensible cat, Sophie. This is a stupid cat.
Did she shake on you like a dog?
Yeah, she did. Trying to think of a candle here. Cat on my head.
Oh, we've all got black and white cats.
I know. I was excited to see your cat earlier, Claire.
I know she came in. She never comes in. She's very secretive.
You can sit here and do your work here. I'm going over here.
Just gonna get to the loo.
If you haven't got a cat, you need to get one by the end of the course.
By the end of the course, I'm hoping to have a second cat.
Oh.
I'm very excited. She's not. Like
Got hot ears.
Recording in progress.
Okay, coming up there. Oh, so firstly, fantastic. That was wonderful.
thank you.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So
I'm
I'm just
practicing
thinking
on my
for next
husband.
week. So Brenda hopefully will have managed to have a 15-minute. I'm thinking for Helen, you can just try and get some sun salutes in. Just see if you can get it. So on the portal, you can post them, or you can just post to me privately if you feel like you want to just do that.
Okay.
See how you feel. It's all baby steps. I don't think these 3 would have realised they were doing this after 6 weeks. So you're in a very safe place. Yeah, so if you can just try and practice doing like 2 sun salute A's and 2 sun salute B's. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Thank you.
And Brenda, for next week, you'll do the 15-minute thingy. Yeah, wonderful.
Got a lot of slides to do. I think Claire and Vicky's flows were amazing. Absolutely brilliant, guys. It was so fabulous to practice along with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda. That was lovely.
It's the best thing, isn't it, to be taught and to have such lovely teachers. And you will all be wonderful teachers as well. So don't be scared either if you haven't done it yet. You feel like you're not, but you'll be amazing too.
I've been nervous all day.
Oh,
All day. I've been to the toilet so many times today.
You've been to the toilet all day. Worry.
No, I've been going to the toilet all day because of my nerves.
Really?
Mhm.
We wouldn't have known.
That's
Wouldn't
why I
have
went
known.
first. Get it out of the way.
Ah,
My bladder can relax then.
I think sometimes going to the toilet's a good place to get yourself sorted out. So can I give Vicky and Claire, can you do another 15-minute little plan for next week? Not to use next week, so you've got it in your little bag of plans. I'm suggesting, because of Claire's issues,
My many issues.
do one a 15-minute flow for people with backs who are in pain. Try and do a 15-minute gentle flow to help someone's back.
Is that for both of us, or?
Do you have an aversion to that one, Vicky, or would you like to do another one?
No, don't mind what I do.
It'd be interesting if you had an issue you wanted to work with.
I've just got bad back like Claire.
Well, there you go. It's a no-brainer.
I've got crappy knees, crappy neck.
I have knee problems, yeah. They crackle.
Crappy. We'll do backs first, and then we'll work on a crappy knees flow.
Flow
Okay.
for aging women.
So I'm just going to go back into the portal. Bear with. Okay, so we're back in here. So reading wise, we've been looking at the sutras, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have. I just thought we'd just have a little scooch over the Upanishads as well. So, we've gone a bit Hindu at the moment, but I think we'll probably end up going to all religions at some point in yoga. I mean, yoga is non-denominational, and it can be used in any way you want, as you all know. You all know this, so I don't really need to repeat it, do I? But there are certain texts which are said to have more yoga in than others, and this is one of them, is the Upanishads. And let's have a look at them. So we've got 7 principal Upanishads. I've got my little. Has everyone got an Upanishad book?
Yes.
Let's go get it.
I have a friend who is a Church of England vicar. We had a bit of a to-do, well, not to-do, but she was saying how she wouldn't do yoga, or she wouldn't be allowed to do yoga because it would be frowned upon by her congregation. And I pointed out that it isn't a religion, but she had it in her head that it very much was, and it would be going against her religion to do anything like that, which I found very interesting.
Well, that's her opinion.
I then zipped my mouth and let the evening unfold, but it was, yeah.
It's amazing. I've had some wonderful conversations with my vicar.
Positive ones.
Yeah, absolutely opposite.
Yeah, I was really surprised by her, but
I mean, what you're trying to do in your meditations is you're trying to go in between consciousness and unconsciousness. You're trying not to think, where is a religion in that?
surely it just lends itself to, if you do have a specific religious belief, it lends itself to you being able to tune into it more or something.
Yeah, you're being open to it. I mean, I can't imagine how many times I've watched songs. I used to watch a lot of songs of praise. Don't know how I don't anymore. But a lot of times there's been a lot of yoga teachers on songs of praise who've gone, oh yeah, I align it to my religion. You can just say you're a Christian yoga teacher if you really want. You can align it to any religion. I mean, I'm not a Hindu. I don't know what I am anymore, actually, to be honest. But you know, like I read a lot of Buddhism, I read a lot of Buddhist stuff. We read a lot of Buddhist in class, don't we? We talk about all sorts of Kundalini teachers, and they don't have any. Some of them are Sikhs, aren't they? Sikhs, Sikh
Okay.
Muslim. Yeah, so they've got. We're taking from all the divinities. I feel, and I feel personally that it's all connected, and I don't know how they can't see that.
No.
I guess they just hear the word God and think Christian God, just God as in a entity, that thing, but not quite getting that actually it's not really a person. It probably doesn't make any sense.
No, it
Yeah, I
does.
think they've got a very low opinion of God, really, that he's just an actual man.
Yeah.
A man in the sky. I mean, it's like, well, really? Is there just really one man? Anyway, but that's their opinion. That's their opinion. My opinion of it is that when I ask God for help, I always get it. So there is something out there. There is a universe. There is an entity or a connection to love and God. But God is not telling me not to do yoga. God is
No.
actually telling me the opposite. To do yoga. So did I tell you about the saint?
No.
Did I tell you about the saints, the people that we had some people like we had those visitors, the spiritualists. Did I tell you about them?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, you were saying about them.
So they are assigned to a church and they have like loads of saints, and these spiritualists came, and sadly we only got 2 people coming from our studio, and then we got 2 from them. And so I attended because I felt so bad for them. But I'm so glad I did, because they were talking about spirituality, they're going everywhere for free, just talking about meditation and spirituality, and how the world is being attacked by the pandemic. After the pandemic, we've been attacked, and people don't want us to be spiritual anymore. And I've got to tell you this story. So basically, they gave us 2 envelopes. I told you this, didn't I, Brenda?
You said about the envelope.
I told you, but I'll have to.
So I'm not sure if it was this class or yoga class, but Helen wouldn't have heard it. So
I don't think
Yeah.
I've heard it either.
So basically, we were given these envelopes, and we were supposed to close our eyes and try and feel what was in the envelope. You know, like get your 6th sense. So we all shut our eyes, and we were given one envelope, and it went away. Then another envelope went away, and then I said, "What?" So I had the envelope, and I felt warmth, and I saw a beach. And when I opened up the envelope, there was just a picture, a yellow square. I was like, "Oh, tick." I thought that was tick. I didn't see a yellow square, quite that good, but I saw that. The second one was I felt cold. That was it, really. And it was a black little square. The next envelope, we did lots of things, but the next envelope was I felt marshmallows, just like marshmallows, like bob, bob, bob marshmallow. And I felt very fluffy and like cloudy. And when they opened the envelope, they said it was there was some handwriting on it, and it was a handwriting of a politician. And they said, well, you might get feelings of like ego, you might get feelings of, you know, confusion, or, you know, because I don't know, politicians, they were saying are ego driven. So I got marshmallows. Don't know what that means. I think it means that I get confused when they start talking, and I'm like, oh.
Is it them that's got a head full of marshmallow, or you?
Yeah, they got a
Yeah,
head full of
there you do.
blowing out powder at me. And then the second piece of handwriting was the most amazing meditation I've ever had. I can't tell you. And I'm so glad I went to see these saints, because I want them to come back. I saw a golden path with like it was just like everything was really detailed. So the opposite, the politician was marshmallow, and this one was like a golden path going to a banquet. Because I love food, brilliant. And a saint was sat there with like a beard and stuff, and he was talking to me, and he was going, blah, blah, blah. He was telling me all sorts of stuff, like go out, and he was saying, carry on doing what you're doing, and he was, you're doing the right thing, la la la. And then, so when they opened the envelope, it was a saint's handwriting. Does that blow me down? Now, you're not telling me that that energy does not exist now. I mean, bonkers. I feel like all these religions, all these texts, all these things we are doing is trying to find our middle sense, our sensory self, our sixth sense. You know, when someone's bullshitting us, we need to know. That's what it's about, really. Religion isn't even about that. I'm praying to God, and God, I mean, how lucky are we to live in this planet? It's amazing. I think yoga makes me more grateful. I don't know about you guys.
Definitely.
Does it make you more grateful?
Mm.
So I don't know why I went off on a tangent on that. We were talking about religion, weren't we? So let's have a look at the Upanishads. Those who do good become good. Those who do harm become bad. Good deeds make one pure. Bad deeds make one impure. You are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. What do you think that means?
The choices that you make will lead you to become the person that you become.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, you can be changed.
Yeah.
Kind of circular in my mind. So actions, thoughts, actions. Your actions create the sort of person that you are, and then your thoughts create the kind of actions that you do.
Yeah, so your thoughts match up with your actions, and it makes it like a lovely cycle, doesn't it? A lovely, lovely circle. Okay, so we've got 7 principal Upanishads. We'll be looking at those slowly. Isaacina, Katha, Prasna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Altareya, Taitiriya, Chandogya, Brihad Aranyaka, Espetasvasatara. Excuse me, not sure I said that right. There is only one eternal truth, one eternal essence, one eternal consciousness, and one eternal bliss. So are we talking about the universe, do you think, here?
I think, is that how you see the universe?
Yeah. I think when we're talking about all those little religions, big religions, if we umbrella them all together, it makes one consciousness, doesn't it? One universe above it all. I think that's what it is.
Most are trying to do essentially the same thing.
I think so.
Deep underneath all the other stuff, it's essentially just be good and be good to one another and look after everything and be kind.
Yeah. So we've got the Taittiriya Upanishad that says that Brahman is this ineffable truth. Brahman is the truth, or Satya. We know about Satya, the truth, knowledge, jnana, infinity, ananta, consciousness, chit, and bliss, ananda. Other Upanishads describe Brahman as the hidden inner controller of the human soul. What do we feel about the soul? Do you think you have one?
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope so.
We're doomed otherwise.
So do you think we have other lives? So some people take that drug, don't they? What's that drug? Well, many drugs, but some people take that what's it called, Rosie? The one where you're sick in a bucket.
Oh,
Oh.
I'll remember in a minute.
I ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca,
Yes.
ayahuasca. I'm not doing that because some people have died. I'm not doing that. But ayahuasca is said to bring you so out of your body that you see everything as is, and you see your whole life flash by you, and everything becomes a lot clearer. Just don't know about that one. But I think the idea of yoga is to get to the ayahuasca point without the ayahuasca. You're preparing the body to open up. A lot of people see a lot of things, you know. Some people use drugs to make themselves psychic, but I actually think you can make yourself psychic with yoga, and because you're holding your own frequency and you're so in control of it, you can have a nice experience rather than a dodgy one. There's a good reason not to take drugs, everyone. Obviously, you're not going to.
just say no.
Just say no.
Just say no.
If
Do it
you know-
yourself.
I know. But it is. It's interesting though, because I was talking to someone the other day, and he was like, "I see stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, but you take loads of drugs. It's not the same."
It's reliable.
Well, it's probably reliable, but I think what happens is, okay, so if you go into Sophie World, you're going to go. There's lots of different entities at different frequencies. So your frequency is vibrating with a certain sound or a certain frequency, and you'll bring that entity in at your frequency. So you've got to raise your frequency to get to the right entity. You've got to, like a lift, to get to that entity, not we don't want the politician. Block him off. We'll just go up to see the saint. A sensible conversation. I've got a few another thing. I don't know where it's gone. I think I've moved it. 1 second. Let me just come out, find it, come back. Sandayas, where are you? It disappeared. Okay, so homework is, no, I can't find it at the moment. It's disappeared from me. To carry on with your practice, to design your class outline. Where are you? It disappeared from me.
Excuse me.
you've got to make a 15-minute flow for a painful lower back. Let's just ignore that second thing. Let's not do the 3 postures because we haven't done any new postures today. I think we've done enough brain frazzled, and continue your daily practice. We'll be doing more postures next week. But I just want you to feel like you can do a little bit of planning or a little bit of teaching and get yourself going. So how's the reading coming along with the sutras? I'm really happy if we just go in and out the Upanishads and you just manage to get the sutras done by the end of our 13-week scan, and then we'll just do another one. And it's more important that every time you go into the sutras that you're going into a mid-consciousness. You're just delving in there.
Yeah, I feel like I can't read a lot in one go. It loses its meaning almost.
Does it send you to sleep?
No.
It sends me to sleep.
It gets me a bit muddled. I get a bit muddled.
Like I get it. I kind of feel like sometimes it just, is it just kind of like not repeating itself, but expanding more upon the same thing?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's coming in at different viewpoints. So
like I feel like I have the gist of it, and then it's just telling me more.
how are you feeling with that? How are you reacting to it? Do you like, yeah, I get it? Or are you like, but living it is tricky?
Well,
living it.
I really liked it at first. I was quite into it at first, and now I feel like I'm just reading it.
Yeah.
Then I suppose it is being taken in.
Do you think, Helen, you haven't managed to look at it yet, have you? Yoga Sutras. Do you think if you started a different style of book, you might, and then just start doing the commentary for the sutras rather than read every single sutra?
Are you asking me now?
I'm asking I'm asking the group.
I'd like to carry on sutras.
You'd like to carry on the sutras. Okay, so Helen, start the sutras, Helen. That's
Just
I feel like I need to
one. Sorry, Claire.
I feel like I need to finish it. Like I kind of. Sorry.
So I feel like I need to get past chapter bloody 1. Carry on, Claire.
It's just like it's so interesting, isn't it? What I'm trying to find.
Like I feel like I could write about it now, but without reading it all, I could easily be very wrong. Is how I feel.
Well,
I could get to like 2 more chapters.
As I said at the beginning, if you haven't read them, well, you can tell people who haven't read them because they're it's like magic. It's doing something to you. It's written from someone so wise and so long ago, and it's almost like you're taking that energy from them as you're reading it. And I think in some of the sutras it will tell you that. And then you start believing in magic and go to Harry Potter land. But it exists.
Not that bad, is it there? It's all good.
It's brilliant. Life is bloody brilliant. So I have picked a card for us this evening. Of course, love begins. It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, that's pretty. Very green.
I'm just going to read it to us before we finish. So we're all clear. We all know what we're doing. We're all happy.
Sorry, so
Yes.
actually, I do 15 minutes, not for back.
You do, yes, you do your 15 minutes. But if you feel like you've got loads of time, Brenda, you can do a double.
No pressure, Brenda.
No pressure, and no pressure, Helen. But I'm definitely hoping for a sun salute next week. You'll be ready. I feel it. I feel it.
Go back in the chat, Helen, and watch David Swenson's version. He just talks you through it. If you go back in the WhatsApp chat.
Can you
Okay.
share it? Can you share it again? Share it
Yeah.
again.
Find it.
I've
was
also got my Sophie version on here, which is on share it on the chat.
haven't got
and
your
then-
shorts on though, have you, so?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. But it's also on here if you need it anyway.
Oh yeah, that too.
And we'll go on a school trip to see him, won't we?
Not on the top of a rock somewhere in those pants, please.
Well,
Just get a bit worried about him getting spike up his backside or something. Just think, oh, it must be hurting that. Oh.
All right, are you ready? Your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness, and positive feelings. This is the first of the emotions cards and therefore signifies that a new love opportunity beckons. Oh, everyone. This doesn't necessarily have to be physical love, I hope, everyone. But maybe you do want some physical love. But could also represent the passion and devotion for an idea, a goal, or even a new creative endeavor. This would be a perfect time to open yourself and your heart to the higher vibrations and loving energy of the universe. When past issues, spooky. Past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, and when your heart is truly open and ready to receive, then new roads leading you toward love will be revealed. There you go, guys. Brilliant. Okay, let's clear the space and take the week on, and I will see you next Monday, and then after next Monday we've got a break for 2 weeks, so let's push through to next Monday before we have a bit of a lie down. You ready? Let's clear the space. Ready, go. Woo! Woo! Again. Woo! Woo! One more. Woo! Woo! You've cleared your kinesphere. Well done. All right. Take care, guys. Have a lovely week.
Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. See you later.
Take care, Helen. Bye, Vicky.
Bye.
Bye.